Okay, so module 3 actually related to work study. Okay, so already we discussed the thing like what is the productivity, how actually industrial engineering evolve. Okay, the all the scientists, what type of the contribution done by the different scientists in past, that all the thing we discussed in our previous lectures, as well as we discuss how to calculate the productivity, the different type of the model of the productivity. After that we discuss the value engineering part. Value engineering is nothing but the ratio of the function and the cost. Okay, so you can increase the function in the same cost, then also value of the product is increased, or the function is same and you try to reduce the cost of that particular product without compromising the quality, then also that is the value engineering. Okay, so that already we discussed with different case study the value engineering part in the previous lectures. Okay, so now, and already I uploaded all this lecture on the YouTube also. I will share the link in your classroom. Okay, so now in the work study means why work study is needed. Work study means, as I discussed, first you need to means what is the thing. First means what is the objective of the industrial engineering. The objective of the industrial engineering is improve the productivity or improve the benefit. Okay, you can say, so how to increase the benefit of the organization by improving the productivity of the organization, right? So okay, how to measure the productivity, that we discussed, but how we can improve, what type of the thing we need to do so we can improve the productivity of any organization. So before that I just try to make one foundation, then we will start what is the work study and all thing. Work study means here what type of the work actually going on in your organization, that we will critically study that part, as well as how we can improve. So there you can reduce the time, as well as you can organize your work like that, so there means smoothly everything is going on and the productivity will be increased because of the you reduce the material unnecessary material related thing. Okay, so there are a lot of things. Okay, so indirectly you increase the efficiency of your plant and as well as the productivity of your plant by using the work study. So the first means where I can apply the work study, that first you should understand. Okay, so you can apply the work study in any type of the organization, like here mentioned the automobile organization, there also you can apply. There is oil and gas industries, there also you can apply the this one work study. In construction industry, there also you can apply or you can use the work study for the productivity improvement purpose. Okay, so that this is just for the means picture is I put here, so you can understand where we can apply this work study. So in any organization, in pharma, in medical, in the healthcare, in the any other agriculture, anywhere you can apply the work study concept. Okay, so first we try to see what is how actually evolve this work study. So we know that who is the means even the F.W. Taylor is also known as a father of industrial engineering. Okay, so F.W. Taylor is the founder of the scientific study. Scientific study is nothing but you can say the work study and the time study. Okay, so I think that both the thing is the same. In the work study there is the two part. I think that is the method study and the time study. So I need to change, actually this is actually method. Okay, the founder of the scientific study means you can say the method study and the time study. That means method study means how we can improve the existing method, that related thing will be come into the method study. The next point, how I can reduce the time related to this particular method. You selected method, okay, that is the one thing is done. Now the next point, how I can reduce the time in that particular method. So that is the second thing. Okay, so that concept was given by the F.W. Taylor. By use of the scientific study you can do that type of the thing. The Taylor began his time study work in the 1881. He established that each job should have standard time and determined by the time study. Okay, so he told ki every job should means we need to fix as a engineer or as a manager, we need to fix standard time for every job, okay? Because if you know the standard time of the each job which is going on and each work which is going on in your organization, then you can easily do any planning, okay? How much production will be occur in the entire day, that you can calculate if you know the standard time of the each job. How much target and how much order our company will able to take, that also you can easily calculate if you know this number, means the standard time of each work, that number, and that the thing if you know as a manager, then you can do your planning part easily, okay? So the next in the timing process, the Taylor advocate dividing the work into the small division of efforts known as the element. So in this timing process, what is the thing Taylor actually advocate like that ki you need to divide the entire work into the small division, okay, and that division is known as a element, okay? So even if I talk about the we discuss, I think that is the in the line balancing, there is the production is going on, okay? So now what is the one thing you will be do, you divide entire thing into the workstation. Again in workstation there small element, means some amount of the work will be there, right? So the division of the entire work into the small element, okay, and after that the small, for each small element if you measure the time and if you identify the standard time, so that is the actually way as per the Taylor suggestion to improve the productivity or to improve the organization efficiency. The time was obtained for these elements individually and their collective value were used to determine the allowed time for the task, okay? So that is same thing just I discussed, means if you divide entire thing into the small element and then calculate the time with respect to the each element, so that is the way to do the to improve the productivity of the organization and the efficiency will be increased. So work study has also other name, so many time you may be confused, okay, work study and what is up. So there other name also there in the market, they generally use the synonymous word like method engineering, someone say work science, someone maybe say work design, someone say job design, some can be say work method design and the work measurement, okay? Motion and time study, this is I think very famous, many time synonymously this particular thing is used. When you go to the many research article, you will be found some research article use the work science, some research article use the motion and time study, some use the method engineering, like that, okay? So that all the thing actually same, that is nothing but the work study. And again work study is nothing but the combination of the two things, method study and the time study. Work study is actually combination of the two things, method study and the time study, please keep in mind, okay? So the next point, why work study is needed, what is the requirement of the work study, if we not apply then what happen, okay? So all over the world think about how to reduce the product cost, means everyone is think like that, okay, how I can reduce the product cost to be competitive in the global market, okay? So product cost depend on the effective utilization of the resources, and that particular product cost actually depend on the effective utilization of the resources. Resources means you know that the resources means the man, machine, even 5M, you can directly remember the thing 5 amps. 5 amps, you need to utilize this 5M in proper way, then only you will be the competitive in the market, okay? So what is the 5M? 5M means the man, means the worker, labor, staff which is actually work in your organization, so that particular source utilization should be proper. The machine, all the machine is available, so you need to check there any machine in the idle time or not. If maximum idle time of the machine, then you are not utilizing those resources properly, right? So that is the machine. Next one is the material, are you utilizing the material in the proper way or not? Is there waste generated during the production process, during the manufacturing process is more, then you are not utilizing your material in proper way, right? So that also you need to keep in mind, how how can utilize in maximum manner or in a proper manner manpower, machine, material, existing market, and the money, okay, in my plant. Okay, so what is the market means? Outside market is, suppose the demand is now very high, so how I can utilize that particular opportunity, so I can generate more benefit. Okay, so that is the thing. So market also you need to check on the time manner. So the again I am telling you, the work study is nothing but the effective utilization of this 5M. Effective utilization. Okay, I am not talking about the any new investment and all. No, there is the existing resources you have. Now how to utilize those existing resources in effective manner, so you can generate means good amount of the benefit, or you can say we are competitive in the global market. So how we can do all these things? So that's why we need to apply these small concepts. Okay, and how to do all these things we will discuss. So the thing is like that, the work study is the technique to control these 5 resources for maximum productivity. I just discussed what is the 5M means. 5M means the 5M resources means the man, machine, material, market and money. How to utilize this 5M? Okay, this 5M in a proper way, or you can say how I can control this 5M in a proper way, so I can maximize the productivity of my organization. Okay, so by work study you can do that. So that's why we need to apply the work study in every organization, so we can reduce the existing cost of that particular product, or cost of that particular product. Okay, you can say like that. So that is the one way. Okay, and we know that in many MSME company, when you work in a small level company, they have means limited amount of the budget, they cannot invest large amount of the money in the new technology and all thing. Okay, so in that case, that productivity increment by use of the new technology, by use of the advanced machinery, that part will not come in the MSME company, right? Because they are unable to invest that means million trillion rupees on that particular machines. Okay, so now the next point is, okay, you are unable to invest, no issue. How you can utilize the resources available in your organization in proper way, in optimum way, so you can increase the productivity of the plant. Okay, so that is the thing. Now these are the means thing means why work study is needed. It is helpful. Without any investment, it can be improve the productivity of the organization by improving the utilization of the existing resources, by optimum utilization of the existing resources. So now the aim of the work study. What is the aim of the work study? So the first thing is to analyze the work in order to achieve work simplification and thereby improving the productivity of the system. Okay, so to analyze the work in order to achieve the work simplification, so we need to analyze the entire work like that. So we can means, what is the simple thing when I talk about the work study? Here we analyze the entire work. Okay, after that, what is the thing? We divide all the work into the small element, and we try to again analyze what is the means. First identify all the work, then divide that work into the small element. Okay, means in a small work also you can say. So that is that the divide entire work into the small part, small element, that is nothing but the work simplification. Here you try to simplify the entire thing by dividing all the work into the small element, right? So that is the thing, to analyze the work in order to achieve work simplification and thereby improving the productivity of system. So after that, if you analyze all this work element properly, and you see how we can replace this particular work element with another system, with another type of the you can say another type of the technology, another type of the worker, another means anything, how we can replace, how means we can improve the existing, that all the thing will become in that particular thing. So the main point and the main aim of the work study is optimize the utilization of the resources 5M. Okay, resources means you, in your mind should become the 5M. And what is the 5M? Again the same thing, the you can say the material, machine, or as well as the minute is mentioned here, manpower is mentioned here, and the money is mentioned here. I think in the previous slide, okay, man, material, machine, market, money. Okay, man, material, machine, money, market is nothing but the time. Okay, so I think here you can write, in some book they given the market, and even you can the launch in the market also, so that in respective you can use the time, or you can write if you want minutes. Okay, so that is the thing. If you able to deal, it means able to utilize these 5 resources in an optimal manner, then definitely you will be the competitive in the global market, definitely. Okay, so need of the work study, why this particular work study need in the organization. The principle of the work study have been used since long, okay, to identify the improvement means to be incorporate when industrial setup was simple and involved lesser problem. Okay, the principle of the work study have been used since long to identify the improvement to be incorporate when the industrial setup was simple and involved lesser problem. Okay, so it is actually used long back, and right now in long back there is the simple process and all thing is the simple, so you can easily apply all this concept. But right now their complexity is more. So here in the second paragraph written, the industry of the today with the increased complexity and the modernization naturally demand a more systematic approach. Naturally demand. Okay, so we know that right now in any industry, if you visit, like if you suppose visited in any industry, there lot of means work and you can say the operation is going on in that particular organization. How we can analyze? So even to you can see that is actually not available in syllabus, but right now AI ML also play a very critical role in the manufacturing industry. They use this new digital technology to predict what will be the outcome, to predict what will be the forecast, means what will be the order in the future, to predict the defect in that particular product will become before the manufacturing. You can predict that type of the thing is still in the developing stage, but that will become. Okay, because why this type of the thing is needed in industrial engineering? Because right now their complexity is more. Okay, it is not like earlier ki 2-3 lathe machines are there and the work is going on. No, right now there are lot of CNC machine, as well as there lot of automation, and the productivity of the plant is actually very high by use of the automation. So how to handle those entire thing, that is also very complex part. Okay, the fundamental are the same, but the thing is how to optimize, the way to optimize all those resource utilization is different. Okay, so why? Because the industry of the today with the increased complexity and the modernization naturally demand more systematic approach. So it's demand systematic approach. And what is the systematic approach? What is the systematic approach of the work study? Everywhere there is the systematic approach, right? In value engineering there also the one systematic approach, as we discussed in earlier session. Here also you need to apply the systematic approach. And what is the systematic approach? How to do all this, means apply all this systematic approach in the any organization, that we will discuss in the coming session. Even we will take the some case studies, so you can understand all this concept in practical manner. So now the work study definition, I come to the next point, that is the definition. So it is a systematic study of the work system with the purpose of, it is a systematic study. Again keep in mind, it's a systematic study. Okay, the purpose is like that, the develop the preferred system and the method. Okay, so you need to develop a system, okay, and the method which actually able to reduce the cost of the production. The next, standardizing the system and the method. How we can standardize a particular system, a particular work, or you can say a particular method. That is also means the purpose of the work study. The next, determine the standard time and the method. After that, there are a lot of alternatives available, so you select one. Okay, but what will be the time of that particular operation? We can give to the worker a particular time, that standard time you need to complete this particular operation in this particular time. How you calculated that time? That is nothing but the standard time. Okay, so that determine the standard time and the method. That also the purpose of the work study. The next, assisting in the training the worker in the preferred method. Okay, so assisting in training the worker in the preferred method. So first you need to select the preferred method and you can give the training to the worker on that particular method. Okay, so okay, the simple purpose is like that. You need to means do the systematic study. It is for the purpose of the developing the method, for the purpose of the set the standard time, for reducing the cost of the production, or to improve the efficiency of the organization, and to increase the productivity of the organization, like that. Okay, so these are the purpose. So now there is the BSI, as per the British Standard Institution. What is the definition of the work study that I just mentioned here? So the British Standard Institution define the work study as a generic term for those technique, particularly method study and the work measurement. So again I am telling you, this definition also say, and we again say like that, when I talk about the work study, it is a combination of the method study and the time study. The time study means you can say the work measurement. That is a synonymous word actually used. Okay, so it is particularly means define the generic terms for those technique, particularly method study and the work measurement, which are used in the examination of work in all its contexts, and which lead to systematically to the investigation of all the factors which affect the efficiency, economy of situation, being reviewed in order to incorporate improvement at a various level. The same thing is mentioned, but this is the definition actually given by the British Standard Institution. He say you apply these two things, method study and the work measurement, to systematically investigate all the element of the work, to improve the efficiency of the organization, economy of the organization, for the improvement, okay, purpose. That is all the thing mentioned in the British Standard Institution definition given by the British BSI. Okay, this particular definition, there all the thing is mentioned. So now, I hope till now everything is clear, class. Is there? Okay, so the next point, the framework of the work study. So I just told you, when I talk about the work study, actually you can divide the work study into the two things, the method study and the time study. Okay, so method will tell you the best method to do that particular job, to do that particular operation, and the time will tell you the best suitable and the optimum time to complete that particular work. Okay, so now when I talk about the work study, it is nothing but the combination of the method study and the time study. Okay, so what is the method study? To simplify job and develop more economical method to doing the work. So what is the purpose of the method study? It will provide you a economical method, or first it will provide you many alternative. There it will choose the one alternative which is economical to do that particular work without compromising the quality, right? So that is the one thing, means here you able to, in this particular thing, in this particular point, you actually able to identify the best method which is the economical. Okay, now you identify the method to perform and to do to produce that particular product or anything. Okay, so just try to understand, you identify the method to complete a particular production. You identified. Okay, now the next point, what is the time needed to complete that particular job that by that particular method? What is the time needed? And that you need, there you need to set the standard time. Okay, the standard time calculation is nothing but the time study. You will be calculate the standard time for each operation. Okay, so it will be helpful when you do the any planning. Okay, so it is very useful, the entire planning on the basis of this standard time. So first develop the method, the next one set the time for that particular method, okay, to do a particular job. And why, what is the purpose of this work study? Is improve the productivity, increase the productivity, or if we able to apply this both the thing, then definitely the productivity will be higher. The productivity will be higher. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, so please keep in mind, when anyone talk and anyone say what is the work study, it is nothing but the combination of the method study and the time study. In method study, we identify the best method to complete that particular job. In work measurement or the time study, we identify the standard time to complete that particular job. Okay, and if we able to do both the thing, then definitely the productivity of the organization will improve, and that is the aim of any organization, because productivity improve means the benefit of that particular organization is increased, right? The component of the method study, what are the component? Okay, there is the two thing in the work study we just discussed. The first one is the method study and the second one is the time study. Two component are there. So what is the method study and related component? Okay, method study is a systematic recording. Method study is a systematic recording and critical examination of existing and proposed way of doing work as a mean of developing and applying easier and more effective method and reducing the cost. Okay, so these are the component of the method study. Okay, so the thing is here, the method study is a systematic recording, means what we are doing here. When I talk about the method study, here we systematically record existing method. Suppose there is the one product is produced in my organization. Now the next point, how I systematically record all the detail related to that particular production process. How systematically I can record. So for recording purpose, there is the different tool that we will discuss in this particular module. Don't worry, this is actually 12 to 13 hours will take this particular module. So systematically recording, okay, you recorded all the things, means how much amount of the time is needed, how much power is needed, how much the other worker is needed to do that particular operation and all things. Okay, next point, you need to critically examine. Okay, this is the best or their alternative is available. Critically examine is needed. Okay, and how to do the critical examination, that also we will discuss in the coming lectures. Okay, so what is the thing? Systematically record all the detail of that existing method. Record all the details of the existing method. After that, critically examine all those things. Then propose the way of the doing work. Okay, you can propose the another method also doing that particular work. Okay, then apply that particular proposed new work, means way, if that is suitable, that is good compared to the previous one, that is good compared to the existing, then apply that proposed thing. It should be easier, more effective method, and it should be reduce the cost. That is the aim. Are you getting my point, class?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the next point is the component of the work study again. So here, what is the thing? Work measurement is the application of technique designed to establish the time for a qualified worker to carry out a specified job at a definite level of performance. That is also work measurement. So here, work measurement is the application of technique designed to establish the time for a qualified worker to carry out a specified job at a definite level of performance. Okay, so that all the thing will be clear once we discuss the case study related thing and discuss the tool to do the work study. There is the tool available. Okay, so the relationship between the method and the work study, the method study is concerned with the reduction of the work content and establishing the one best way to doing a job, but work measurement is concerning actually I'm sorry, this is the method and the work measurement study. Work measurement, or you can say in bracket you can write instead of that, and time study. Okay, so method study, as I discussed, is concerned with the reduction of the work content. I mean, right now how much amount of the work is going on, how I can reduce that particular amount of the work content, and how I can propose a new way to do that particular work, so I can reduce the cost. Okay, so establishing the best way to doing that particular job is nothing but the method study. Best, you need to suggest the best way to do that particular job is nothing but the method study. But when I talk about the work measurement, or you can also say that is the time study, is concerned with the investigation and the reduction of any ineffective time associated with the job. Okay, so here the concern is like that there any ineffective time is associated with that particular work, any ineffective non-value added time is there. Okay, is there available? Okay, in every organization the non-value added work will be there. How I can reduce that particular time? That is nothing but the time study. Okay, how I can reduce? So first you need to identify all these things by use of the time study. Then you need to critically examine and suggest the way to set the standard time. So that we will discuss. So ineffective time associated with the job and establishing time standard for operation carry out as per the standard method. So how much time is needed, that you need to set the best optimal time to complete that particular operation. Okay, so there you need to set the standard time. So how to calculate that standard time, that is that we will discuss. Okay, there is the systematic steps, okay, you need to apply and you can set. So we will do the numerical also on the both the thing, method study and the time study, so you can understand all this thing with the practical manner. Okay, the importance of the work study means of enhancing the production efficiency or productivity of the organization by eliminating waste and unnecessary operation. Okay, so what is the importance of the work study? It actually enhancing the production efficiency, means the work study enhancing the productivity of the organization. How? By eliminating the waste, by eliminating the unnecessary operation in your organization. Okay, so to identify non-value adding operation by investigation of all the factor affecting the job. That is the one thing you need to identify, what is the non-value added thing is there. Can I remove those non-value added thing? That question you need to ask, and that you can do, you can answer that particular question when you applied work study properly in that particular organization. The next thing, only accurate and systematical procedure oriented technique to establish the time standard. Okay, so there is the some standard procedure. Okay, what allowances we need to give to the worker, what type of the thing, that there is a standard procedure. I will discuss that all the thing. So to set the standard time, so it has a universal application. Okay, it is not like that it is applicable only for the mechanical industry. No, it is applicable for the any organization. You can apply this work study in any organization. Okay, so it is not means you can say in the mechanical only this is applicable. It is a universal application. You can apply even in your house also, in kitchen also. Okay, So what is the thing? The work study is the most valuable tool of management. Most valuable. Why? Okay, so I think it is more than enough. The other thing we will discuss in the coming session, the what is the means work study most valuable, how it is most valuable, what is the advantage, what is the procedure, what is the steps, all the thing we will discuss in the coming session. I think today already we discussed more than enough. Please digest all these things related to work study, and next session we will discuss all the step which we need to follow to apply the work study, and that step we will apply on particular organization, and we will see how it is actually work. Okay.